Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the NI Golf Channel vlog, episode number 2, podcast
60.
This is, as I say, episode 2 of the vlog, and thank you so much to everyone who took part in episode 1 of the vlog by sending us comments and bits and pieces. It was our first one, it was alright.
There was a few wee glitches, but we did. I thought
hopefully the audio was a bit better this time.
Yeah, thanks to everybody who got involved and come back and give us some constructive criticism.
And some criticism that wasn't that constructive, but hey, opinions are like assholes.
That's what you do. Everybody's got one.
Everybody's got one. So to all the club managers, professionals, amateurs, greenkeepers, everyone who would like to get involved, please do. We'd love to see your video clips. We've got some coming up later on in the vlog. But send us anything that's going on at your club, wherever you may be, because we'd love to see it and share it. Also, there was a couple of comments out and about when I was out and about doing bits and pieces about the
yes.
How do you call this? Movember. You know Movember?
Yes.
Right. Well, there's also a thing in January called January.
I'd never heard of that until you said it.
So I thought for January I would go January.
Okay.
Not to be confused with Veganuary, or is it Vajanuary, which I thought was something totally different. So January, I thought as a tribute to one of my favourite broadcasters, golf broadcasters, I thought I would go all David Faraday.
You went full David Faraday, you did.
However, it's now going to be removed in the next couple of days, so this is the last time you'll see the Faraday, because David Faraday used to be the assistant pro here at Hollywood Golf Club.
He was. David was also the assistant pro at Balmoral Golf Club.
He was.
Before he went on to greater things.
But they've got nothing to do with where we're recording. So,
no, fair point.
So
why did I mention that?
So as a tribute to David Faraday, hence January, but it's going to go very soon. Right.
Right. So for those people who do want to get involved with our podcast and our vlogcast, don't forget you can send things in very easily. We've got Facebook and Twitter, and we've also got an email account, Marsh.
Yes, nigolfpodcast@gmail.com. You can send us any videos or any bits and pieces that are going on at the club. Send them in. We'd love to know them. We'd love to share them with the
wider
Twitterverse, the wider one. Right.
So I'm delighted to say that this week, Marsh, we're talking about winners.
Yay!
Loads of winners. Since we were last here, it's been a great few weeks for Irish golfers. So we're focusing on Shane Lowry, Conor Purcell, Michael Hoey and Paul McBride, and they all managed to come up with, what do they call it, the big W.
The big W, yes.
In recent weeks. We've also got a top tip from Bangor Golf Club professional Stephen Gordon, and some video from Ardglass where they've been hard at work over the winter putting in a couple of new tee boxes.
But first, we have to start with Shane Lowry, who was quite brilliant. It was his 4th Euro Tour win and the first since 2015's WGC. Wire-to-wire leader, looked like he might falter going into the last 9, but came back from essentially 4 down to win.
Shane, many congratulations. You've won here in Abu Dhabi, but you've also become the latest Rolex Series event winner.
Yeah, obviously it's great to have a Rolex event beside my name now. I get the gold bib and get to start there, and I think we're very lucky to be able to play such big events in the European Tour, and Rolex have done a great job, and all the players in the Players Lounge, I can vouch for them and say we're very grateful to be playing for the types of money we are in the events we're playing in. So I'm just over the moon to have one of them.
So it's a bit of a battle out there today, but the caddy gets a gold bib now for the rest of the sea, which is fantastic as well.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you're kind of envious of the other players that you see their caddies in the gold bibs and you want one yourself. So it's nice. I mean, my caddy's only been working for me for a few months, so it's nice. It's a great start to our career, and I'm very happy.
Many congratulations.
Thank you. Cheers.
So fantastic to see Shane back on the winner's podium. Do you think losing his PGA card gave him a kick up the arse? And
do you know what? I hadn't thought of it like that. He played with a great deal of passion over those last seven or 8 holes. When it really came down to needing to dig in, he produced it. And there's been times over the last 2 or 3 years where you've thought Shane's kind of just not really been that interested about it. He's kind of lost a bit of heart.
You kind of felt like it was match play. You know,
He did,
he was
took him
basically
on.
4 behind at one stage.
Yeah, he had to go for it.
Yeah.
And he really, it was brilliant, and Stern faulted to him when he put the pressure on him.
And that shot there into 18,
18.
his 3-wood into 18 was just like
Yeah.
281 yards.
Couldn't hit it any better.
Couldn't hit it any better. Boom, in it went.
Yeah.
And I think he pretty much knew that.
Well, let's
okay,
see
we've got this sus,
Yeah.
you know. So.
And his reaction afterwards, and he talked about how he thought he was gone. He was delighted in himself, his ability to dig deep, to find that extra wee bit of grit and determination, and then to pull it off. And that sets him up.
So what's that? That's him now back into the top 50.
It's got him back into the Masters. Looks
Masters,
nailed on, right? He also looks like he's back in the WGCs. He's got an invite to play in Pebble Beach next week. So the world that had got very close for Shane because he'd lost his PGA Tour card suddenly widened up again. With a big win.
Just shows you what a win can do, yeah.
Exactly. And with his confidence up, you know, who really knows what he could do going forward? So he was finished playing there. He played last week in Abu Dhabi. He played the Omega in Dubai today, which was run by Bryson DeChambeau.
It's just finished, actually. This is now Sunday afternoon. We're recording this vlog. So Bryson DeChambeau, ridiculous, 24 under, course record,
Superb.
Tournament record.
Yeah, superb. But Shane finished tied 13th, just keeping him up there. So it's just remarkable. I think, you know, he's already talking about the Ryder Cup. Porrig's his great mate.
Absolutely.
And he'd love to be in that team. So I think it'd be great to see Porrig with Shane on the team. It'd be brilliant for them. On a slightly down note, Paul Dunn missed the cut. That's his second in a row. Yeah, and while we're on the subject of missed cuts, Seamus Power is really struggling on the PGA Tour. He missed the cut at the Farmers, which makes it 7 missed cuts and 8 outings.
He didn't have a great season, was it year before?
The year before last.
Yeah.
And then he made it through a bit better last year, so he's struggling now, but hopefully he can turn things around. Meanwhile, over in the States, Justin Rose is cruising along.
Well,
He was, what was it, 18, 19 under he finished
yeah, he
today?
had a couple of bogeys yesterday, but
and
he was
he's still leading by 3 or 4.
Yeah.
It was, those new clubs don't seem to be holding him back.
What are they called again?
Humna.
I
think I'm saying it right. I think I'm saying it right.
Right, meanwhile, Mr. McIlroy, before his debut at the Farmers, he's been working with Brad Faxon again, doing a bit of putting, as we can see. He stuck these videos up on Instagram. Seems to have worked for him in round 2, shooting a 65 with 2 eagles on the back 9. That was mad. Yeah. But more of a battle in round 3. Still 3 under, though, sitting on 11 under going into tonight's final round. Now, as we said at the start, we're hoping that viewers and listeners get in touch about what's going on at their club. And we've been kindly been sent a video by Ken Kearney, who is the course architect at Ardglass. Now, Ardglass have been doing a lot of bits and pieces.
Over the last 3 or 4 years of massive redevelopment work. We've talked about it before. We've been down, saw them a lot there. A lot of new bunkers, riveting them, brilliant new driving range, and it's been going on. I think they've a 3 or 4 year plan. This might be year 3 of it, and one of them trying to do is obviously toughen up a few of the holes.
Trying to scare the crap out of everybody. You know, let's not couch this. Let's put it.
This is a scary hole.
Like, why? No, it's gorgeous. It's unbelievably lovely to look at. But why anybody would want to move the 12th tee from where it was, way up on its perch, down to here, right? Have a look at this. This is Ken sent us the video of the new hole. A lovely slow motion look. But that's what you have to play over there. Look at that. That's ridiculous. So if it wasn't scary enough, that hole is going to be even worse now.
I don't know where I'm going to be able to hit the ball in that hole, but I have to say it is beautiful. You just walk straight off the back of the 11th green. You used to have to go up to your left and walk up the top of the hill, play it down to it. Now the tees there, now it won't be used all the time, obviously. It's like a tournament type tee. And I think it's somewhere 180-ish yards they're talking about. And the wind invariably is India there. But look at that hole that we just shown there, Mark. That's the sort of work they're doing up at Ardglass, and fair play to them.
So it's going to be even more spectacular than it already was.
Yeah. Now, the last time we run the vlog, we had a bit of fun at Michael's Hoey's expense. After, you remember, he was playing a wee round of golf with George W. Bush. Yeah. Now, Hoey obviously has taken something from that because he's been out doing a wee bit of pre-season. What does he do next?
He goes and wins. He's another W.
He has indeed. So he won the Palmeiras Classic on the Portugal Pro Golf Tour, and he had new caddy Chris Selvage on the bag. Hoey opened with a 64, and then closed with a 2 under par 70 that included a hole-out eagle.
Hole in one.
A hole-in-one.
I mean, that happens once a year, and it happened in 2 out of 3 holes. So pretty incredible, really. I mean, hit good shots, but there's a little bit of luck, and that just won me the tournament. It's nice to feel the nerves there. you know, this time of year, you want to compete and feel the nerves and try and win. And I know it's not a European Tour event, but it still means a lot to me. And enjoyed the course. It was quite windy, quite tough the last 2 days. Tough. Scoring was good, and it just sharpens me up for the season.
Yeah, that's fantastic, Michael. Like you say, 5-time European Tour winner, and obviously nice to add Portugal Pro Golf Tour win.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm hoping to get down again for some. I've got a few European Tour events coming up, but not that much before April, May. So it's really good to just compete. You know, there's quite a few Challenge Tour players here. I think, you know, Paul Lowry's coming down. High standard everywhere now in pro golf. And, yeah, you know, my hole-in-one, and I'm just going to, you know, I'll remember that one for a long time, yeah.
Sure. Michael, enjoyed your company over the last 3 days, and thank you very much.
Michael Hoey and Chris Selfridge are flying out to Australia in the next couple of days, hoping to earn a spot in the Vic Open. Would that be the Victoria
Victorian,
Open?
yeah.
And the World Super Sixes as well. A special good luck to Chris, who has unfortunately had to stop competing in golf because of a persistent wrist injury.
Yeah, unfortunately he's had to jack it in, but he's now with Michael, and could make a very good team.
I think it could be a very good
Yeah,
team.
another Irishman who's enjoying success in the Portugal Pro Golf Tour is Paul McBride. The youngster, that's an awful thing to be saying about a youngster. He's only turned pro a couple of years. He won the Penina Classic in a playoff, and he's top of the Tour's order merit, so he's doing very well.
And speaking of Australia, what about this young fella? In the world of amateur golf, Ireland's Conor Purcell wrote himself into the record books with a superb victory in the Australian Amateur Championship, defeating home talent Nathan Barbieri on the 37th hole of a 36-hole final. A bit of a battle for Conor. I think he was 4 up at one stage.
Yeah.
A few mistakes off the tee, including a bit of a wide down a path. Did you see it?
Yeah.
But he managed to take it down to a tie hole. Then your man came back and went to a tie hole. So.
Yeah, he's an interesting young character, Conor. One of that crop coming through along with Robin Dawson. And his dad is Joey Purcell, who's a former pro at Portmarnock.
No relation to Pierce Purcell, no?
Do you know what?
You might be.
Who knows?
Might be.
And his brother is a tennis pro. So he was heading towards being a professional tennis player himself before a bit of a wrist injury held him back, and then he turned to golf. He's doing very, very well. Very composed young man. Could go well. Now, a couple of other wee bits. Amateur News MJ, you may remember we talked about their proposal to create a new governing body for golf in Ireland. Well, the ILGU and the GUI have approved the formation of Golf Ireland. So there'll be a transition period now over the next few years, and then hopefully everything will go live on the 1st of January 2021. And Royal County Down ladies member Bridget McCaw has been installed as the ILGU president.
So apart from sort of the golf nerds and committee members like you and yourself, what does that mean for the average member golfer like myself?
Well, what it will mean is now that you will be administered by one body, so you'll not have, it'll be a body that looks after both ladies and men's golf across the whole of Ireland.
Is it going to cost me anything?
No. Fees will be kept at the same level as they have been. That was part of the recommendation. For a few years anyway.
If they're combining the...
No, not combining. To a totally different organisation. Okay?
Okay.
We're not allowed to say amalgamation. You can say it, but we're not allowed to say it.
Will it involve less costs for both organisations?
That is the plan.
Will they pass that on to us?
That is another question, Morris, that you can maybe ask the GUI and the ILGU. I think the plan would be essentially that we don't have the numbers that we had any longer here. And also, we're the last organisation basically in the world that has 2 organisations administering golf. We're so far behind the times, so it had to happen. The likes of the governments of both party, Ireland and Northern Ireland, saying, well, listen, get your house in order in this day and age. For funding applications, it helps. It should save money long run for both organisations, and hopefully a new streamlined organisation which will have a more modern outlook, will be more welcoming to people with disabilities, women, children, adults, young men. I think hopefully it bodes very well for the future.
Now, we're hoping to have a regular feature with tips and advice from some of Ireland's leading club pros. So getting us underway is Bangor Golf Club's Stephen Gordon, who is known for dressing up in some strange outfits to make his videos.
He does. I think he's got a bit of a
You can
problem.
follow him at Gordon PGA, and here he is with some advice for us slicers.
Hi everyone, Stephen Gordon here at Bangor Golf Club, and we're down on the practice ground where it is positively tropical. It's about 2 degrees and the smell of snow is in the air. Paul Kelly has asked me to do a really short video for all the viewers and listeners of the rebranded NI Golf channel, and I want to give you a quick tip that's going to help you with your golf this weekend. Let's have a look. Most of you will spend some time at the driving range working on your golf game, and where I think a lot of amateurs fall down is everybody's trying to hit the ball straighter. And let's say you are a slicer of the golf ball. Everybody's trying to hit it straighter from that slice. But a much quicker way of getting there would be to learn how to hook the ball first and then work your way back off that. Now there's a couple of things we just need to understand how to create these ball flights. And very quickly, I'm just going to go through what a club path is and a face angle. So club path is literally the direction that the club head is traveling through this sort of 6 inches at impact. It could be traveling, as I'm looking at you, it could be traveling to the left, the path could be to the right, or it could be at the target. And what TrackMan does is will measure your club path, and if it's to the right of the target, it's a positive number. If it's to the left, it's a negative number. The same goes for face angle. Face angle is literally where the face is looking as it strikes the ball. So the face could be looking left, it's a negative number. It could be looking right, it's a positive number, and it could be 0, it could be at the target. Now, if you are a slicer of the golf ball and you want to learn to hit the ball straighter, why not learn to hit a hook first? So how would we hit a hook? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim the club face somewhere just up the right side. I'm going to aim my body further to the right. I'm not going to let the face move. Then I'm going to take my grip, and then I'm going to swing along my body line out to the right and get the ball turning over to the left. So I'm really thinking, how would I hook the ball from here? There we go. There's a nice big draw. Now, if I'm a slicer of the ball, I already know how to do that, and I can learn how to hook the ball. Well, then in theory, it should be much easier to find out what that middle happy ground is. So if I can hook it, and I can already naturally slice it, well, what is the happy medium between those two? That's not bad there. Hopefully that helps you with your golf this weekend. You get a bit more control, developing your awareness and ability to control that club face, and a little bit of club path, and I think there's some great scores ahead of us this weekend.
And that's almost it, the end of the second vlog. Anything else we need to mention?
Right, a few bits and bobs from the world of golf.
Okay.
On Saturday, you're going to love this. Saturday in the Telegraph, GPs are being urged to prescribe golf for their patients after a pilot scheme found it boosted levels of fitness, muscle strength and happiness. Now, can I ask you a question?
When was the last time I was happy playing golf?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, I think there was one shot last
You're
week.
the only man I know who's had a hole in one and has complained about it for about 6 weeks.
I think there was only one shot last week
Yeah.
that I was happy about.
Exactly.
So
You know, you come off the golf course annoyed and depressed, so and then you spend all day on the 19th. How can golf be good for you?
well, exactly. You can drown your sorrows afterwards.
Exactly.
That's not so good for
That's
the
not
liver.
so good for the liver, no.
No.
And then you tap in for your fourth 3-putt of the round. You think that's good for your mental health? It is an interesting way they're trying to find it. What they're basically saying is what most people have known for a long time, that golf is healthy for you.
Of course it is.
There's the walking, there's the outside nature of it, there's the exercise. Anybody who makes a golf swing, it's an athletic move.
Conversely, if you have a partner, you're doing his or her mental health good because you're out of the house.
Exactly.
So they get
4
rid
or
of you for a
5
while.
hours, all in. It's a good thing to do. Though I don't know how GP should be prescribing it, but we'll look at that again.
And finally, 2 former recipients of a very prestigious award,
Yes.
the NI Golf Channel Shanker of the Week.
No, haven't had one yet.
I haven't
this
had
year.
one for a while.
But there will be. There will be one
However,
Shanker of the
2
Week.
former recipients
Yeah.
are back in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Bryson
You
DeChambeau,
already
who won
mentioned.
today.
Yeah.
He's been swinging his putter and getting all angry and trying to hit the flagstick.
No, he
and stuff.
did it, did
He
he?
was swinging his putter at the flagstick now.
It's just part of his new scientific method.
Could be. Anyway, so he kind of raised its ugly head again. And then Kuchar.
Oh, our friend
I
Smiley
know
Coochie.
we're a bit late to the party on this one, but we have to mention Kuchar and his caddy. Oh, Maddie! Oh, Maddie! Yes, the mask slipped once again for Kuchar. And basically, if you haven't heard the story, where have you been? Basically, he won Mayakoba. He won $1.3 million. And according to social media reports, he paid his caddy $5,000. $5,000, right?
That's right.
So he didn't have his normal caddy.
He was called out.
He was called out with no caddy. He employed a local guy, 40-year-old guy called Dave, I think his name
Dave,
was.
yeah, or
Dave.
Teams or something, isn't he?
And he goes and wins 1.3 million and gives the caddy $5,000. Here's a photograph of Matt Kuchar looking very happy. Conversely, his
Caddy's probably thinking to himself,
caddy-
why did I agree to a $5,000 deal?
the caddy doesn't look quite as happy, but at least he got a nice signed flag by Matt, which is lovely. And there were sort of rumours that there was going to be a GoFundMe or a Just Giving page set up for the caddy. So
There's a lot of things about this, you know. Poor Matty Kuchar, as we all know, Smiley Matty. He can't really say too much about this, you know. He did, regardless of what deal he did with your man, and it would have been done shaking hands at the time. This is the price. This is what we're done. This is agreed.
irrelevant of the deal.
You win
Do the right
10
thi-
grand.
do the
Do the
right
right thing. 10%.
Well, no,
Well, you see, if he's doing the right thing,
not even 10 grand, or not even 10 grand, whatever.
5%
50
you're winning.
grand. 50
Yeah.
grand. Well, there you go. That's nearly 5%.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah. So stick to convention.
But that would have changed your man's life.
Definitely.
Do you know what I
Made
mean?
a huge, big difference to him.
Big
yeah,
difference
yeah,
to him. Pretty much no difference to Kuchar.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Just doesn't sit well with you, Morris, does it?
doesn't at all. Anyway, that's it. We're out of here. Thank you for watching Vlog 2 and listening to episode 60. Back in a couple of weeks' time. Who knows? We might get some more W's under their
Yeah, it'd be
belts.
great to see a few more wins for some of the Irish players, wouldn't it?
Anything coming up the next 2 weeks we need to be aware of?
No.
No. Okay, fair enough. Have a good day, everybody. See you next time.
Bye.